Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Jasper High School basketball coverage here on 18 WJTS. I'm Carey Schneider along with Jeremy Marcos and Jason Stamm. And tonight the Wildcats are on the road again for, it's the second time this weekend, as they will take on, an addition, but an old friend, so to speak, to the schedule, and that is the Princeton Tigers. Tigers, of course, along with the Wildcats for many years, were opponents in the Big 8 conference play, but of course that is no more. Princeton has since joined the Pocket Athletic Conference, Jasper the SIAC, but they have now rejoined forces here in 2025. And Jason, of course, right now the story is with the Wildcats, and how do you shake off obviously what has been a 5-game losing streak, a 1-6 record coming in against the 9-1 Tiger Ball Club that looks very good.
Yeah, you're right. It's a process. You're not going to come out here tonight and solve all the issues that we're having. I think from Coach Gable's standpoint, the big thing is he wants to see the effort, the hustle tonight. And if you can continue doing those things, you'll get success with that. And obviously last night turnovers were the biggest thing. With 16 turnovers, it's hard to win any high school basketball game. So I think, that's probably the thing tonight, is that the energy, the effort, and the turnovers are what we got to look out for tonight to try to turn this ship around.
Well, as we talked about before, like I said, confidence is a key to this ball club. And really to get that, I think, would just be, right now, relax. Let the game come to you. Enjoy yourself. Try to have some fun in this and get back on track.
Yeah, but you know what? When you're going through a stretch like this, when you're losing, young kids have a tendency to put more and more pressure on themselves because they think they have to do something different.
That's my point, yeah.
To right this ship, but it's not individually, it's collectively. It has to be the whole team has to change things around.
Well, both teams are on the floor now, ready to tip this ball game off. Jalen Manners versus Edwin Holmes, and the Wildcats control the tip. Cats with their regular starting lineup at this point, and that being Logan Day, Max Butel, Jace Foy, Jalen Manners, and Kai Kuntz. Here, almost a three out. The ball was partially blocked, but coming up with it is Jace Foy. Tigers have Edwin Holmes, DeMarcus Newsom, Jalen Price, Jace Jenkins, and Chase Diehouse. And I was looking down my sheet.
Logan Day hit
Logan Day with the three. Thank you very much. Logan Day drills a three to start this game off, just like last night with the three-pointer against the Central Bears. And the Wildcats are on top 3-0. Tigers with their first possession. Newsom with it. He'll drive. Down the baseline is Jace Jenkins. Shot is up, no good. Diehouse with the rebound, back out to Holmes. Newsom now with it. Just underway here in the first quarter here on 18 WJTS. Drive to the basket, no good, but a tip up and rebound basket by Chase Diehouse puts the Tigers on the board for the first time. It's 3-2 Wildcats. Here's Butel now in the backcourt over to Jalen Manners. Kuntz now. Butel. Pass down low and whistle. The foul is going to be called on Chase Diehouse. That'll be his first team foul for the Tigers.
We got good seats tonight, Carey. We're right down here. We're 3 rows off the floor and can hear all the action.
Absolutely. As courtside, as they say, we're literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate the accommodations provided by Princeton Community High School Athletic Director Jason Engelbrecht. Had a chance to talk to Jason, of course, prior to coming up here to Princeton. Baseball coach at Evansville Central for a number of years, and now back in the coaching game as well, but serving still as athletic director here at Princeton. Here is Mainers now with it. Mainers deals it out to Foy. Or excuse me, actually Day. Here's Foy with the three, and he'll nail it. So Jace Foy with the three-pointer. It's 6-2 now, Wildcats. Holmes deals it out to Newsom. Newsom will drive. shot put up, no good. Ball tapped around. Coming up with it is the Wildcats. Mainers will bring it up the floor. Stops, pops, and misses the shot, gets his own rebound. Up off the glass and in. Nice second effort.
It was. He stayed with it. He missed the first shot. He's a little off balance on the first one, but stayed with it, got the rebound, and got the second one in.
8-2 Jasper. Whistle on the foul is going to be called on the Wildcats down low. On number 55, Kai Kuntz. That'll be his first, team's first for the Wildcats. That'll put number 12, Chase Jenkins, at the line for 2. First one is no good as it hits the front of the rim. 5:06 to go in the first quarter. Next one is short off the front of the rim, and the Tigers come up with the rebound.
That's what we can't let happen. I mean, luckily they got called for a travel and a turnover, but I mean, you got to get that rebound somehow.
As you saw, Price tried to drive the baseline, but took steps and was called for the turnover. So the Cats have the basketball with the 6-point lead. Mainers double teamed, and a timeout is going to be called, a 30-second timeout for the Wildcats with 4:51 to go in the first quarter. Jasper leads at 8-2. Back after this.
The year-end clearance event is on at Ubelor & Sons in Jasper and Vincennes. Right now, get the best deal of the year on remaining 24 models in stock. Many to choose from at all 3 stores, like Chevy Silverado, GMC Sierra, Buick Encore and Envision, and Toyota Tacoma and RAV4, all at year-end pricing. Remember, you never pay document fees at Ubelor's, so you'll save even more. Don't miss the year-end clearance event, now at Ubelor & Sons, where customers send their friends since 1929.
8-2 is our score. Wildcats were forced to call a quick little timeout there as Manners was being tied up in a double team, but nice start for the Cats.
It is. They're patient on offense. They're not trying to force anything, moving the ball around, and we've hit 2 open looks that we've had at the three-pointer, and we've hit both of them.
Princeton, as we said, comes into the contest with a 9-1 record. They're headed by Lamar Brown, 64-59 in his 6th year here at Princeton. Utel will bring it up. Mainers back to Max. Day deals it out to Kuntz. Stingy defense here by the Tigers, but the Cats working a little more patient than what we've seen, of course, from last night, for example.
Yeah, they are. They're moving the ball around, doing a good job with that, looking inside, but can't force it in there.
Day comes up with on the loose ball. Detail back to Logan. Mainers out on the wing. Under 4 minutes to go in the first. 8-2 the score. Jasper on top. Dave in the corner. Down low to Mainers. Knocked out. Back out to Day. Logan, right-hand dribble. Finds Mainers inside. Turnaround shot. Good. Nice play.
Was. Again, patient. That's a key to all that offense.
Second bucket for Mainers. Reese Fisher getting set to come in for the Cats. Here's a 17-footer, no good by Newsom. But Price comes up with a board. He'll put a shot up, and no good, but a foul will be called on the Wildcats. Foul call against Kai Kuntz. That'll be his second. So going to the line, that is, will be Jalen Price. First one is good. Got the bounce, the roll. So Reese Fisher is now in the contest along with Caden Ernie. So Caden Ernie, coming off that injury, played last night against Central. That one is no good, and Manners comes down with the board. 10-3 is a score and well, almost a turnover there, but ball got loose and from Newsom, got away from him. And
well, that worked out for us because now we get the ball out underneath our basket.
And Butel will inbound it, or look to inbound it to Mainers. Mainers kicks it out. Here's Mainers, 17-footer, gets the roll. Mainers with his third bucket. He's got 6 of the Wildcats' 12 points, 12-3 Jasper.
Travel.
Whistle and a traveling violation will be the call against the Tigers. Zen Coomer and number 14, Gabe Carey, coming into the contest. Cats have it. Foy throws the ball away. Coming up with it is Price. Price having trouble, and he will lose the ball out of bounds to the Wildcats. .2:17 to go in the first quarter. Jasper leads at 12-3. Both teams having a hard time holding on to the ball sometimes on some of their possessions.
Yeah, our biggest problem is when we get too big a hurry.
2 minutes to play in the quarter. Butel. Ernie. Foy now. Here is Mainers out to Ernie. Caden will be called for steps on that quick move. So another turnover for the Wildcats. Tigers have the basketball. They trail by 9. Jenkins over the left side to Coomer. Back out to Jace. Holmes forces the shot, no good, gets his rebound, puts it up, and he'll be fouled. The Tigers will be heading back to the line right now. They are 1 for 4 from the line here in the first quarter. And that foul will go against Jalen Mainers. That'll be his first.
I think they're going to try to utilize Holmes a little bit more than what they have with him being 6'7" and athletic. They haven't gotten him the ball early.
First free throw is good.
He's our leading scorer. He averages 17 a game. So
that's his first point of the night as he nails the first of 2. Logan Day back in the lineup for Jasper. Second one by Holmes is good. He's got 2. It's 12-5 in favor of the Wildcats. Butel quickly brings it up the floor. He'll try to find Mainers. Actually, he finds the shot no good by Logan Day. Quickly down the floor of the Tigers. Shot put up, and the rebound basket is up and in by Jalen Price, his third point, and it's a 12-7 ball game with 1:02 to go in the first.
We've got to be able to handle their pressure. At first it was kind of a token pressure. Now they're turning up the heat a little bit.
And on the transition as well.
Oh, that too.
As shown there. Mainers. 3 on the way is in by number 5, Logan Day. Day with his second three-pointer, 15-7. Nice answer for the Wildcats there. Jenkins will put the shot up, no good, and he will be fouled.
Mainers, I believe.
Mainers will pick up his second. So he's got 2. Kai Kuntz with 2 already before the first quarter comes to a close. And the Tigers, who have been living at the line here in the first quarter, have sent Jace Jenkins, who is actually 0 for 2 before he nailed that one. So Jenkins with his first point. He's now 1 for 3 from the line here in the ball game.
Here's where we're going to struggle because our 2 bigs got 2 fouls and they're out of the game. I don't know who's going to try to guard Holmes.
Well, he nails the second one to make it a 15-9 ball game. 37 seconds to go. Jack Levin just checked into the contest for the Wildcats.
Now they switch to a man press.
And Jack turns the ball over with the traveling.
That's where we got to have a point guard that just goes, it's a man press. Give the ball to one guy, the rest of you get out of the way and get down and run your offense.
So with 31 seconds to go in the first quarter, Princeton will inbound it in front of the Wildcat bench. Jenkins drives. Long three on the way, no good by Zen Coomer. It'll be a foul, I guess, against the Tigers, actually.
Price.
On Price. And for Jalen, that is his first, only the second to foul against the Tigers here in the ball game. 16 seconds to go, 15-9 Jasper. Max against the pressure, falls on the ground, jump ball. It'll belong to Princeton.
That's a turnover there that, we didn't need. We needed to get a shot off here at the end of the quarter, but.
Here's a shot up and no good. Long heave will not fall for Max Butel. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter of play with the score Jasper 15, Princeton 9. We're back after this on 18 WJTS.
Think about the journey, not about how you're getting there. The all-new Michelin LTX MS2, engineered for 2 extra years of tread life. Available at DuBois County Tire and Supply in Jasper.
Wildcats and the Tigers are about to start the second quarter. Jasper leading it 15-9, and ever the street superintendent of Huntingburg, Jason Stamm, to my left, checking out the radar as the pending snow is. Where are we at right now? About St. Louis?
Yeah, it's just getting to St. Louis right now.
Okay, so well, Jason, I wish you all the best. For the next few days as your role, of course, of the street superintendent for the city of Huntingburg, and of course all the street departments, as they're going to be battling snow that will be coming in. Of course, by the time this airs on Sunday, we'll be getting hit hard, I'm sure. So
Yep.
7:30 are just underway here in the second quarter here on 18 WJTS. Jasper with the basketball, 15-9 is our score. Cats on top. Nate Lukemeyer in the contest to start the second quarter, along with Butel, who had the ball knocked out of his hands, but will belong to the Wildcats. Caden Ernie also on the floor. Reese Fisher. Now back in the lineup is Jace Foy, who will replace Ernie. So we got Day, Lukemeyer, Fisher. Again, Foy and Butel on the floor for the Cats. Day with it. To Butel, over to Lukemeyer. Fisher back over to Foy. Fish drives to the baseline, pulls out, back to Foy. Foy will go inside the circle, throw up a short jumper, no good, and the Tigers will come up with a rebound by DeMarcus Newsom. Long three on the way is good by number 12, Jace Jenkins, for his 5th point, first three-pointer of the night for the Tigers. 15-12, and the Tigers have now within 3. And they will apply that press against the Cats. Lukemeyer double pumps, puts a shot up, is partially blocked. Fisher loses the ball out of bounds. It'll belong to the Tigers as Mainers comes back in to replace Reese Fisher. Also coming in now for Princeton is Jalen Price will come back in the lineup.
Holmes, I don't know what happened to Holmes. He was holding his stomach I don't know if he got hit or if he's sick or what.
Dealing with the trainer over here to the left. Tigers only have 10 people dressed out on their roster right now, at least for this contest. There's a nice drive, and the shot is good by Jalen Price for his 5th point. And the Tigers are now within 1 at 15-14. Jasper's lead has dwindled down to 1. Lukemeyer puts the shot up and good. Big bucket there by Nate Lukemeyer.
That's how you beat the press, but
down the floor on transition.
Yeah, you beat the press, you got to hustle back. You can't sit there and enjoy what you just did.
And Jalen Price, as a result, has 7 points. And it's a 1-point contest, 17-16 Jasper. Tigers relentless with that pressure. Manners loses his footing. Tigers come up with the turnover. And a whistle and a foul on the floor is probably going to be, it looks like Logan Day, and it will be Logan's first.
That guy looked like a fullback trying to go through the line in football. Everybody was banging around on him.
John Gable talking with the official about some banging going on the other end of the floor.
Yeah.
Tigers have the basketball. Newsom within the top of the key. Over to Jenkins. Will take the handoff. Short baseline jumper is good, and a foul.
I hope that's on Butel and not Mainers.
It will be Jace Jenkins' 7th point. And it is going to go on Butel. Asking you shall receive. It is his first. As Caden Nerney gets back, set to come back in to replace Butel. And going to the line to try to complete a 3-point play is Jace Jenkins, as said, with 7 points. He is 2 for 4 from the line tonight already. First, well, that shot is no good. Wildcats trail by 1. And there's a 3-pointer. They get the lead back by Logan Day. Day has 9 on 3 3-point baskets, and the Cats come up with a turnover. Ernie with it. Mainers turns, fires, and hits. Jalen Mainers has his 8th point on 4 buckets. Jasper has a 4-point lead at 22-18. Newsom fires that out to Jenkins, over to Price. Price puts a shot up, no good. Coming up with the board, however, is Diehouse. Newsom, a whistle, and a foul is going to be called on the Wildcats. And that will go against Logan Day. For Logan, his 5th. .4:13 to go in the first half. It's here in the second quarter. Newsom inside the circle, kicks it back out. DeMarcus drives, puts it off the glass and in. DeMarcus Newsom with his first 2. And the Cats are only up by 2 now, 22-20. Lukemeyer looking for an open man. He'll fire it over to Ernie here on the left side in front of us. Down low to Mainers. Mainers holds high. Mainers, Ernie. 3 on the way is in by Logan Day. Logan Day with his 4th 3-pointer. He's got 12 points. 25-20. Jasper back out on top by 5. Here's a 3, good. Oh, they're just going to call it 2. They're saying just inside. DeMarcus Newsom has his 4th point, 25-22 with 3 minutes to go in the first half, that is, second quarter. Here's another 3, no good this time. But the Cats come up with the board. Foy lays it up and in. How about this stretch here, Jason?
Well, the action's definitely picked up a little bit.
5-point lead for the Cats, 22-27, 27-22. Jasper on top. Scoop shot up and in by DeMarcus Newsome. The Tigers are answered on their end. 27-24 is the score in a very fast-paced ball game. Ernie, wing, inside the lane. Deals it out to Luca Meyer. Nate loses the handle, and the Tigers come up with it. Roaring it up the floor is Jace Jenkins. Jenkins stops, pops a three, no good, and Maters comes down with the board for the Wildcats. Ernie now. Foy for three, no good. Tigers with it. 1:50 to go in the quarter. Newsome up and in. DeMarcus Newsome has his fourth bucket of the second quarter. He's got 8. The Tigers have now cut it to within 1, 27-26 with 1:38 to go in the second quarter. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
Have an extra car you don't need, but don't want the hassle of selling it? Or maybe you're ready to get out of your lease early. Either way, Jubilar Chevy Cadillac in Jasper has you covered. We want to buy your car, all makes and models. We'll even handle the payoff with your bank. How does it work? We appraise your vehicle and give you a check. It's that easy. We'll even come to your location. Call or text 812-639-2186 for more details. Jubilar Chevy Cadillac in Jasper, where customers send their friends since 1929.
27-26, Jasper. The Wildcats, except for a short stint by the Tigers, have held the lead, Jason, pretty much the whole first half, with the exception again for a short little stay at the top for Princeton. The Cats with a 1-point lead. And the basketball with 1:30 to go. Here's a drive to the hole by Caden Ernie, and he'll draw a foul. Nice drive by Ernie.
It was. You know, he was aggressive, saw an opening and went to the basket and went hard and got a foul called on Princeton.
And that goes against Zen Comer, it looks like. It'll be his first. And Caden Ernie will head to the line to shoot 2. First trip of the line of the night for the Wildcats, and he nails it. So Ernie has his first points of the night. 28-26 is the score. Ernie nails them both. Caden with 2. Cats by 3. 1:26 to go in the second quarter. See the Cat defense stepping up a little bit, look for a stop here. Here's Holmes with the basketball. Newsome now. He's had the hot hand for the Tigers with 8 points here in the second quarter. Holmes now with the backcourt, 1 minute to go. He'll stop and put up a 3 and nail it. Well, they say it 2. Okay, they said he was on the line, so a 2-point shot, and that makes the score 29-28 Wildcats. Foy puts a shot up, no good. Tigers come up with a rebound, 40 seconds to go, and they'll bring it down the floor quickly. Newsome inside the lane, deals it out to Price. Price will nail a 3. Jalen Price with a 3-pointer, 28 seconds to go. And now stop of the play is, looks like
delay of
game warning, okay.
Somebody from Princeton touched the ball when it went through the basket.
Jalen Price hits the 3-pointer. Let's see, he's got 10 points in the contest, 7 in the second quarter. Princeton on top 31-29 with 19 seconds to go. 14 seconds now. Here's a 3 on the way. Good by Jace Foy. Jace Foy with his second 3-point. He's got 8. 32-31. Here's another 3. This time it's short by Edwin Holmes at the buzzer. And the Wildcats will head into the locker room with a 32-31 lead, Jason, here at halftime.
Yeah, obviously it's a lot better first half tonight than last night. I have us for 7 turnovers in the first half, which it's an
improvement from yesterday.
Improvement. It's still not where a coaching staff would like to see it, I'm sure.
Of course.
But you know, I think we're playing hard. The effort's there. It looks like we're cutting harder. And again, you know, we talked about our seats tonight. When you're this close to the floor, you can see how hard, how fast, how quick guys are moving as opposed to when we're, you know, way up in the rafters somewhere. But tonight it just seems like the guys are cutting a little bit harder, cutting with a purpose, not just because the offense says you're supposed to cut. They cut because they're trying to get open. And that's the biggest thing that these guys got to realize, that there's a difference in that. But overall, I think it's Princeton's a good ball club. You know, to be up 32-31 at halftime, you know, there's nothing to be ashamed of on this game. I think we just have to continue to play this way in the second half. You know, obviously, I look for Princeton to possibly turn up the press a little bit more than what they did there. You know, they went through stretches with it.
And with that press, I was going to point out, Jason, is that, you know, we seem to be handling it pretty well. I mean, and as much as they've used it,
right.
But nonetheless, I mean, Cats have had the answers for it too.
No, there's no doubt. I mean, the press hasn't really forced us into too many of the turnovers, and what it's come down to was we got a lot of open looks, a lot of open three-pointers, and you know, we don't keep the shooting totals, but you know, we're shooting the ball really well from the three-point line tonight. You know, and that's what's got us up to the lead that we have.
So it is 32-31 is our score. Just take a quick look at the scoring here at halftime for the Tigers. Chase Dyehouse with 2 points, 4 points for Edwin Holmes, 7 points for Jace Jenkins, 8 for DeMarcus Newsom, and 10 for Jalen Price. Newsom, by the way, all 8 his points as he got a hot hand in that second half. So nice balanced scoring by the Tigers right there. Wildcats are led in scoring by Logan Day. He's had the hot hand with that's actually 12 points. 12 points for Day on 4 3-pointers in the first half. 8 points apiece for Jace Foy and Jalen Mainers. And 2 points for Caden Ernie on a pair of free throws. And Nate Lukemeyer with the bucket there. So nice, you know, the ones that coming in, a decent balanced scoring for the Cats.
Yeah, I mean, the guys that have come in off the bench have held their own and contributed. You know, I said when Mainers and Kuntz were both out with 2 fouls in the first quarter that could be an issue, but it really didn't. Actually, it helped. Holmes went out with an apparent injury or something there for a little bit, but because he's a handful at 6'7" for those 2 guys to guard, and when they're not in there, that's really tough. So. Second half, you know, we got to come out. We got to continue to do what we're doing. We got to continue to play hard. And probably one of the big things that Coach is going to talk about at halftime is getting back on defense, because they've scored, I don't know, I would say anywhere from 8 to 10 points on transition. You know, even after we score, they get the ball out and they go. And we got to do a better job of getting back.
They have actually outscored the Wildcats, I have, for 22-17 in that second quarter. So a lot of that was those transition buckets.
Exactly.
So again, you know, look, he is, you know, get back on defense and right the ship on there as well too. So 32-31 is our score at halftime. We'll be back with the second half after this on 18 WJTS.
This is Tony Ublar Toyota in Jasper. Toyota announces a new certified used vehicle program. Now vehicles up to 10 years old with 125,000 miles are silver certified. Cars up to 6 years old with 85,000 miles are gold certified. That means more great certified Toyotas for you to choose from. All with additional factory warranty, 24-hour roadside assistance, and a stringent multi-point quality inspection, like usual. Ask about a gold or silver certified used Toyota from Ublar Toyota in Jasper today.
Back once again here at Princeton Community High School. Carey Schneider along with Jason Stamm and Jeremy Marcos. We're about set to bring you the second half of play of tonight's basketball game between the Jasper Wildcats and the Princeton Tigers. Cats with a 32-31 lead. As we get ready to start the second half, looks like both teams with their original starting line to start the second half. Logan Day, Max Butel, Jace Foy, Jalen Manners, and Kai Kuntz for the Cats. Edwin and Holmes, DeMarcus Newsom, Jalen Price, Jace Jenkins, and Chase Dyehouse for the Princeton Tigers, who will have the basketball to start the second half as Jenkins will bring it up and it brings over to Holmes now. Down low, shot is no good by Holmes, and the Cats come up with the board, and they're a quick transition. Mainers with the basketball. Ball is out of bounds. It belongs to the Tigers. So Princeton will have it. Newsom will bring it up the floor. He had a big second quarter with 8 points. Tigers within one, looking to take the lead to start the second half. Newsom with it. He'll find Price. Price will drive to the hole, lose the handle, comes back up with it. Newsom with it now. Diehouse. Price out to Holmes. He'll fire a three, no good. And coming down the board is Logan Day for the Cats. Max Butel. Kuntz. Kuntz on the wing. Hands off over to Day. Here's a shot by Mainers, is good. So Jay,
that's a tough shot. He had a hand in his face. It was a good-looking shot.
He's got 10 points. First basket of the second half. Jasper with a three-point lead, 34-31. Here's a three-pointer, is no good. And coming up with the board is Jace Foy for the Cats. Butel down the floor to Day. Back out to Jace. Now Mainers with it in the backcourt. Day near the circle. Jasper, nice ball movement. And a whistle.
I believe they're going to get Coons.
They're going to get Kuntz with a foul away from the basketball. That'll be his third. So right now, the last thing the Cats need, as we said, with their big guys, Kuntz now has his third. Mainers already has two. And just like that, Kai is going to have to come out of the contest. As Fisher is now in the ball game. So Reese Fisher, seen a lot of minutes in that first half. Jason now back out there immediately as a result of Kuntz's third foul. Here's a drive to the hole. The basket is good by Jace Jenkins, and he'll go to the line.
I don't know. They've got 5 up on the scoreboard, so that would have been Day. So I'm not exactly sure. Now they changed it to 55. But they had 5 up there.
It was Kuntz, no question about it.
I know.
Who was that foul on, though? 25, that was Reese Fisher. Okay.
Yeah.
So Reese Fisher will pick up his first, and going to the line with a free throw coming is going to be Jace Jenkins, who already has 9 points in this contest. Make it 10 as he nails that free throw. Tigers struggled a little bit from the line in that first half, but as a result of that three-point play, the score is tied at 34 apiece. Fisher over to Foy. Jace will drive to the baseline. He'll deal it over to, tries to find Butel, but he couldn't handle the pass. And on the turnover, the Tigers have the basketball.
Princeton's kind of picked up the defense here to start the second half, seems like, and we're trying to play too fast.
Falling in their hands, as you may say.
Yeah, exactly.
So Chase Diehouse over to Price. Price out to Jenkins. Jenkins will drive to the hole. He'll put the shot up with no basket. They'd say the foul is going to be on the floor. And that is going to go against Ernie. So for Caden Ernie, that'll be his first. Third team foul already for the Cats here in the third, and there's 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see.
Driving is
pushed off.
Newsom, and he will get the basket, though, and pick up his 10th point.
Should have been called for an offensive foul. You put his forearm into Butel and got him out of the way.
36-34, the Tigers with the lead now. Here's Mainers, and he will draw the foul. And that will go against Edwin Holmes. That'll be his first. Team's first for the Tigers, as Jalen Mainers will go to the line to shoot a pair. Mainers has 10 points First one is good. Make that 11. And this one a little hard and no good. Tigers lead it 36-35. Cats come up with the basketball. Foy will bring it up. He'll find Mainers, put it off the glass, good, and a foul. Nice drive to the hole for the Cats on transition, Jason.
Yeah, it was. Foy did a good job of making the defense commit to him, and when he did that, that left Mainers open for a bounce pass and an easy layup.
Mainers has got 13. Jasper back on top, 37-36, make it 38-36 as Mainers nails that free throw. 4.5 minutes to go in the third. Cats by two. And Tigers with the basketball. Newsom with it. Holmes finds Newsom. His short jumper is good. Nice drive to the hole. It's a pretty shot.
Yeah, he did. He got up in the air and kind of hung there for a little bit.
12 points for Newsom. Game is tied at 38 apiece. Nice ball game here tonight at Princeton. There's a steal on a pass. All the way up and in is DeMarcus Newsom. He's got 14. Princeton back on top, 40-38.
I tell you what, this number 11 Price, he just kind of glides around out there and he jumps out of the gym as he just picks up a foul there.
And Jalen Price will pick up, I believe, his second. It is
Third.
Third?
Yep.
Okay, it's third. And that'll bring Gabe Curry in the lineup now. So Price will have to sit down. He has 10 points all in the first half. Jasper trails it by 2, 40-38. Mainers over to Foy. He'll hand it off to Butel in the backcourt. Max near the 10-second stripe. Double team. Reese now. Caden Nerney with the basketball. 3:15 to go in the third. 40-38 is the score. Jasper trails by 2. And a turnover by the Wildcats as the pass is wide, intended for Reese Fisher. And Nate Lukemeyer will come in for John Gable's ball club.
Those are just they're unforced turnovers. I mean, it's just a bad pass is all it is. I mean, we've got to learn to slow the game down and take our time.
So the Tigers with the basketball, leading by 2. Newsom will bring it over to Curry. Now with the basketball is Jace Jenkins. Pass intended down low to Adam Holmes is knocked out of bounds by Mainers. Logan Day will come into the contest for the Wildcats. Both teams with 3 fouls here in the third quarter with 2:49 to go. Nice move, shot up and in by Edwin Holmes, who has his 6th point. Tigers with might be their biggest lead of the night, actually, at 42-38.
I would say.
And the Wildcats will call timeout. It's a full timeout with 2:33 to go in the third quarter. Princeton 42, Jasper 38. Back after this on 18 WJTS.
Jubilar Chevy in Jasper, Indiana is your headquarters for new half-ton Silverados. And we've got them in stock. Choose from LTs, RSTs, Trail Bosses, and even High Countries. All in stock now. If we don't have the truck you're looking for, we can get it for you. The Chevy Silverado has a heritage and a history like no other truck, and now is a great time to buy one. Find your Silverado at Jubilar Chevy in Jasper. Online at jubilargm.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Back at Princeton High School, where the Wildcats, after a timeout by Jasper, trail at 42-38. Princeton, as we believe, with their biggest lead of the night right now, and the story continues with the Wildcat turnover woes with the 5 turnovers here in the third quarter alone. 2:25 to play. Jasper trails by 2. Here's a feed down low to Mainers. Mainers tries to put up, and they're going to call a jump ball as he got tied up in the midair with Edwin Holmes, and the ball will belong to the Wildcats.
That was probably the right call. I mean, I didn't feel like he got him with the body, and he had his hand on the ball. So
Thomas Sager checks in the lineup for the first time this evening. And
travel.
They're going to call travel as he pulled him back. And then,
yep, you got to know when you can do that and when you can't. And I always taught my 6th grade players, ask the official every time, can I move? That's all you have to ask, and then you know.
so another turnover gives the Tigers a basketball with 2:08 to go. Jenkins with it, 2 minutes to go in the third. Here's Holmes. The Tigers now.
They look lost.
They, as I say, then kind of wonder, okay, who goes where? And the foul is going to be called.
I don't know who they're calling that on. You tell.
13.
That's what I thought, but Sager took off running to the other end like they were going to call it on Princeton.
Well, I thought they were. I thought they were motioning that way, and
yeah.
Well, Butel picks up his second. Shot is blocked by Mainers. Here's Day with it up the floor. Butel, and did the ball hit the baseline or something? Or I mean, the out of bounds line in front of
I don't know, but
Gable.
Coach Gable, it happened right in front of him, and he looked at the other assistant coaches like,
what the heck?
Did I miss something? But we don't have replay in high school basketball, so.
Now that's technically inclined. Okay, 1:22 to go. Either way, it's the Princeton Tigers basketball. 42-38, they lead. Shot put up, no good. Sager works loose ball, and Princeton still comes up. There's a 3. It's good. 3 by Zen Coomer. He just stopped, put it up, and said, what the heck, let's give a shot, and he nails it. With 1:07 to go, 45-38 is our score. Tigers have built a 7-point lead now. And we'll take a break and come back after this on 18 WJTS.
This is Tony Ubelard, Toyota in Jasper. Truck lovers know the Toyota Tundra for its legendary strength and reliability. The new Tundras are long on comfort, technology, and safety too. Right now, we've got plenty of new Tundras in stock, with options for every purpose and budget. Loaded with features to help you get things done. We have flexible financing and lease options as well. Find your new Tundra today at Ubelard Toyota in Jasper, where customers send their friends for hardworking trucks since 1929.
Back once again here at Princeton. 45-38 is our score with 1:07 to go in the third after that timeout. Jason, the Wildcats turnover woes continue. It's obviously been the story of the game, and they got a whistle and a foul on number 14, I believe that was, they called it. And if it is, it's Gabe Carey, and it will be his first. And looks like Reese came back in the contest now. So Reese Fisher's in. Yeah. He'll replace Nate Lukemeyer. So 1:04 to go in the third. Butel with it. Over to Fisher. Mainers back to Butel. Logan and a whistle. The foul is going to be called against Princeton. That foul will go against Jalen Price.
It's 5.
Or was it 1? Or was it 1? Or was it 11? I guess it actually was Edwin. It was Edwin Holmes. So that's just his second. And anyway, that is the 5th foul for the Tigers, by the way, and that will put Mainers at the line, and he will nail the first of 2. As Jace Foy will come back in. I got Mainers for 15. Make it 16 as he nails that. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5 from the line here in the third quarter alone for Jalen. 2, 4, 6, 8 points in the quarter. (45-40) is our score with 37 seconds to go in the third. Tigers with the basketball. Holmes with it. "26 seconds now. The Tigers will just work the clock down, looks like. Jenkins now with it. 15 seconds. Down to 10. Curry finds Jenkins for 3, and he'll nail it. Jace Jenkins with the three-pointer at the buzzer. Princeton 48, Jasper 40. We played 3. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
101 Country, WBDC, your morning brain teaser.
Here's Dolly Parton now on Lunch with the Legends on 101 Country.
All right, leading things off on a Good Time Gold Saturday morning. Beezer, good morning.
Good morning, Ty.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, man.
Be sure to join me from 3 to 6 for Afternoons with Amanda.
We are 101 Country, WBDC.
Back at the Princeton Community High School Gymnasium, Carey Schneider, Jason Stamm, and Jeremy Marcos. You get set to bring you the fourth quarter of play of tonight's ball game between the Jasper Wildcats and the Princeton Tigers. Tigers with a 8-point lead, 48-40 as we head into the fourth and final period. The Wildcats were outscored by the Tigers, 17-8. All 8 points coming from Jalen Mainers. Here's a shot up, no good. A three-pointer is no good, and Mainers comes down with the board, and the Cats have it. Butel will bring it up the floor. Mainers now hands it off to Day. Mainers turned around, puts a shot, no good. Rebound Princeton. Jenkins deals it over to Diehouse. Back to Jenkins. And he will be fouled. It looks like Reese Fisher's going to get nailed before the personal. And it will be number 23 for the Cats. Or, excuse me, no, I'm sorry, my apologies. That's actually Jace Foy. 20. So Foy picks up the personal. It's his first. And at the line shooting 2 is Jace Jenkins, who comes up short on his first attempt. Jenkins is one of 3 players for the Tigers in double figures already tonight. As he nails that second one, he's got 14. The Tigers now continue to stretch that lead out, now to 9 at 49-40. Mainers finds Kai Kuntz. Kuntz deals it out to Butel. Max over to Foy. Foy drives the baseline. Butel now with it. Under 7 minutes to go in this contest. Here's Mainers for 3, no good. And Diehouse has the rebound. Up the floor with it is Newsom. And a whistle and an offensive foul. Foul is going to be called on Newsom. Did he throw a forearm or?
I don't know.
I'm not sure what he saw.
He was backing in, so I don't know if he just called him for that.
It's his first foul of the night. Jasper with it, trailing by 9. Here's a 3 on the way. No, well, it hit.
Called a foul.
Foul?
Yeah.
And that foul is going to go against Newsom as well. That's his second, so he's picked up 2 quick fouls. And going to the line will be Logan Day. Day's got 12 points on 4 3-pointers this evening, all in the first half. His first trip to the line this evening, and he nails it. So he's got 13. He and Mainers both in double figures. Mainers with 16, as I said, 8 of those in the third quarter alone, where he was the lone Wildcat 2 scorer in the third. And of course, this will be 3 shots as he was fouled in an act of a 3-point basket. Nails the first 2. Jalen Price comes into the contest for Princeton. So Day looking to go 3 for 3 from the line. try to make this a 6-point ball game, and he does. So three free throws by Logan Day gives him 15 points. And he has put the Wildcats now within 6 at 49-43. Jenkins, short jumper is an air ball. They will let it go out of bounds. It'll belong to the Wildcats. So, Butel will bring it up, eventually across the timeline. He'll deal over to Kuntz. Kai holds high. Now to Mainers. Back out to Butel, down low to Kuntz, loses the handle, and the Tigers come up with the basketball. Coomer will bring it up. Coomer nailed a three-pointer at the end of the, was that at the end of the third quarter, I believe, for his only basket of the night. And what's this?
Bloody nose.
Okay, so, yep, he does have blood coming down his nostrils there, and he will be forced to, as a trainer from Princeton comes over to check him out. So we'll just kind of reset things right now. Jasper trailing by 6. Princeton with the basketball as Logan Day will come in to replace Max Butel. Jace Jenkins will inbound it eventually here. And still got some discussion going on that. Looks like they're still gonna need some equipment that's right in front of us here to.
I don't know if
there's something on the floor now.
I guess blood.
Yeah, I guess. So we'll just keep it here for a minute here as they tend to that. Princeton assistant coach playing maintenance guy here, cleaning the blood off the floor.
Yeah, that's a big deal anymore.
Oh yeah, anymore. You got
years ago it wasn't as big a deal, which I'm not fault.
Heck, they just let him play like blood on the jersey and everything. Yeah. They didn't care. No. So we'll take care of it for you, sir. Thank you. So 49-43 scores, as said, as we resume play here. And again, Jace Jenkins will inbound it eventually.
Well, he started to, but one of the players out here had a towel wiping the spot up.
So Diehouse hands it off to Jenkins, over to Price. Price inside the circle, he'll pop a little 16-footer, no good, and coming up with the board is Jalen Mainers for the Wildcats. Foy out to Day. Logan back over here to in front of us is Ernie. Ball knocked out of bounds by Jalen Price. The Cats will maintain possession as DeMarcus Newsom will come into the contest. Newsom with 14 points. Said one of 3 Tigers in double figures through 3 quarters this evening. 5:08 to go in the ball game. Jasper trails by 6, 49-43. Day over to Mainers. Now Foy drives the baseline. Nice drive as he lays it up and in. Jace Foy with his 10th point. 49-45. Jasper within 4 now.
Now we got to play good defense.
Holmes will dish it off over here to Price. Price loses the handle, and the Cats have it, and a foul is going to be called on on Price. And that is his 4th. It is indeed his 4th foul. Big situation there for Princeton as he will have to sit down now, Jason. Gabe Curry comes in for for Price. As I said, that's his 4th foul. 10 points for him. 4:30 to go in the ball game. Jasper trails by 4, and they have the basketball. Big opportunity for the Cats. Ernie over to Mainers. Caden now drives it to the right. Almost loses the handle, gets it back. Jace down low. Scramble for the loose ball, and who has it? Tied up, jump ball, and it'll belong to Jasper.
That was a heck of a...
That was a nice yell over there by a kid.
That was a heck of a scrum there.
No kidding. And 4:02 to go in a 4-point ball game. Jasper will have it as Kuntz will bounce it into the hands of Butel. He'll find Kuntz. He'll put the shot up and get the roll. Kai Kuntz with his first bucket of the night puts the Cats within 2, 49-47. Tigers with it. Jenkins over to Curry. Now to Holmes, and a whistle. And a foul is going to be called on Butel, was it?
Yeah.
Max Butel is nailed with his third personal. John Gable not happy about the call. As Logan Day will come out of the contest. Zen Coomer will replace Gabe Curry for Princeton. 3:34 to go. Jasper trails by 2. Tigers with the basketball. Newsome, top of the key. Coomer. Newsome now out to Holmes. Here is Jenkins, drives to the baseline, puts a shot, gets to the fall, and a foul. Kai Kuntz will pick up his fourth. And Jenkins with the basket, picks up his 16th point. Tigers are back up 51-52, looking to go up by 5. 51-47, I should say, now 52-47. So 17 points for Jace Jenkins. 3 minutes to go, nearly the 3-minute mark, that I should say. And the Wildcats will have the basketball after, as Foy will bring a ticket over to Mainers. Here's Foy for 3, misses it, no good. 52-47, score remains. Tigers by 5, they have the basketball. Here's a stumper, it's no good, batted out of bounds. And they'll say it belongs to Jasper. And a timeout for Princeton with 2:45 to go in the contest. The Tigers lead it by 5, 52-47. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
103.3 The Fix is Southern Indiana's go-to radio station for must-have music hits.
I love your music!
From the All-American Rejects to Lizzo, we've got you covered.
Dude, I listen all the time.
Did we mention we also have local news, sports, and Pacers basketball?
Wow.
Your music fix, your sports fix, your fix for it all.
Oh my God, I won!
Tune in to 103.3 and get your fix today.
Today's must-have music all day.
To 47 is our score with 2:45, Jason, and just kind of reset things for the moment. Cats, I believe, Cats will have the basketball.
Yes.
As they trail by 5. Looking for a big bucket here.
Yeah, we do. We need to see something here, some kind of basket.
So
we're not in the panic mode yet, but
ball is kicked and it'll be out of bounds. It'll belong to the Wildcats. Newsome got a piece of it. And Jace Foy will inbound it. finds Kuntz. Kuntz playing with 4 fouls. Here's a shot by Maynard's, no good. I'd like to see him kind of work that a little more in down low instead of taking a shot like that at this point.
Yeah,
he had a lot of room.
Yeah.
So now the Tigers will have it, and they'll look like they'll kind of milk a little bit of a clock here as we near the 2-minute mark, and they have a 5-point lead. So no pressure right now really on Princeton.
No, they can take their time and take care of the basketball.
As long as they do, they're in the driver's seat. And, well, and not let that happen, but it will be off Jasper.
They bailed them out there.
Caden Nerney coming into the lineup to replace Logan Day. 1:52 to play. Princeton with a 5-point lead at 52-47. .142 now to go. As I said, Tigers working on that clock. He's going to force the Wildcats to come out and foul eventually here.
Yeah, we've got 3 team fouls, so.
Got to get that clock stopped right at this point.
Yeah.
And there is a foul by Mainers. And that will be, let's see, what do I got him for? I got him for 3 here, 3 on the scoreboard. Coomer in the lineup. Tigers still with foul to give. 1:22 to go. Coomer now, guarded by Kuntz, who has 4 fouls of his own. And there's, hitting the deck, was that number 12, Jace Jenkins, courtesy of Jalen Mainers, and officials quick to jump in on that.
Well, Newsom kind of come running in there. He had no business running in there to say anything or do anything. He wasn't involved in the play, and he kind of came running in to say something to Mainers, and Mainers didn't do anything wrong.
Well, that is now the 5th foul against the Wildcats. And that will put number 12, Jace Jenkins, at the line again. Jenkins nails the first, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 points I've got him for. They'll have a second one coming. 53-47 is now our score with 1:12 to go.
And they're a 64% free throw shooting team for the year, so
you missed that one, then they come up with the board.
Yeah, that's what you can't let happen right there.
And the Tigers will call timeout. It is a full timeout with 1:10 to go. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
Local people watching local people. 18 WJTS TV has been your reliable source for local news, weather, sports, and events for 30 years. Since 1993, WJTS has been serving DuBois County and all surrounding counties with free televised programming, daily newscasts, local sports games, WJTS Inform, and more. We are 18 WJTS, local people watching local people.
Back at Princeton, 1:10 to go in this contest. 53-47 as the Tigers have the basketball and the lead. And there's a pass down low, up and in, down low to Edwin Holmes, who's got his 8th point. 55-47 now. And we got another timeout called, I believe. This time with 1:02 to go. And it is a full timeout, so we'll take another break. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
Get game day ready with food fit for a fan. Cheer on the Jasper Wildcats or celebrate a victory with a treat from Jasper's Dairy Queen. Grab some sweet treats while watching the Wildcats in action this season. Score on favorites like a decadent blizzard or a signature creation like a chocolate sundae. You can also get Orange Julius at your original West Side Dairy Queen. Dine in or drive through before or after a game for your favorite Dairy Queen treat. Best of luck, Wildcats, from Phyllis and her team at Jasper's Dairy Queen.
Well, the Wildcats will have the basketball, but they trail 55-47 with 1:02 to go in this ball game.
You got to score quickly, go for a quick steal, or it's not a foul.
Kuntz with it, holds high, Over to Mainers, top of the key, under a minute now. Cats need to get something going here. Down 55-47, 46 seconds to go. Here's Day. He'll put a short jumper from the lane, no good. Tigers will come up with the basketball and a foul will be called. Jace Jenkins came up with the board. Foul is going to go on Logan Day, I believe his third it is. And once again at the line is Jace Jenkins. He's got 18 points. Nails the first one, give him 19.
Give the Wildcats, number 33, Caden Ernie.
He'll have another one coming, as I believe Caden Ernie just checked in for Jasper. 38 seconds to go in the ball game. Tigers by 9. Looking to go up by 10. They do. As the free throw is good by Jace Jenkins. 38 seconds to go. Butel with it. Over to Foy. Day. Ernie, 30 seconds now. Mainers shot no good. Holmes will come up with it. And a foul will be called on the Wildcats. And it looks like that will go against Max Butel, and that is his fourth. So this time, Edwin Holmes will go to the line. Edwin's got 8 points tonight. He'll have 2 coming. He'll get the roll on that one. 9 points for Holmes. Sager comes in for the Cats. (58-47). Misses that one. Sager comes with the board. Thomas. Foy. 14 seconds. Foy puts a shot up, misses it. Mainers with the rebound. Basket. Mainers has 18. That'll be the contest. The clock winds down, and the final score is Princeton 58, Jasper 49. So the Tigers hand the Wildcats their 7th loss of the year, 5th in a row now. In a ball game, Jason, I guess you got to sum up. Of course, we talked about a better effort.
Yeah, I think the effort was better tonight. The turnovers were not.
Yeah,
unofficially, I had us for 16 again tonight. You know, it's very hard to win a high school basketball game with 16 turnovers, especially when you're on the road. But it's hard to win it anywhere when you have that many. I unofficially had Princeton for 7. So, you know, I think from the coaching standpoint, I think they've got to be a little more pleased with what seemed like a little better effort tonight than it was last night. But it comes down to execution. We don't execute when we need to. And when I say execute, I mean sometimes that's nothing more than just taking care of the basketball. You need to keep working. You need to keep getting better, and the coaching staff's not going to give up on these guys. Obviously, they're not going to give up. It's not something that happens often, where we go through stretches like this, where we lose this many in a row, or have this bad of a start to a season. But again, we talked about it a little bit the other night. The season's still young. We're still in the first half. Obviously, we've got to come up with improvement between now and the sectional. This was another sectional opponent. So we have to obviously get better, and I think we will. I honestly do. I mean, I have faith in the coaching staff. I have faith in these players. You get Braden Giesler back, and that's going to be a big boost. Just not only more from his athleticism than his basketball skills. Now, I'm not saying that he's not a good basketball player, but Braden is very quick, he's very athletic, and he can guard guys, he can get things done when he's on the floor. Right now, that's what we're missing. Other guys are having to step up and play and do things they're not accustomed to doing or used to doing or even know how to do. So obviously when Braden gets back, that's going to help.
He'll definitely help out the chemistry of this ball club.
There's no doubt.
It ain't all just one man, of
No,
course.
no.
It's what you build in around him.
Right.
Braden is your senior, hopefully your leader right there.
Yeah.
He's a one of the finer athletes we've had in a long time. And so, like I said, I think you mentioned this. Coach Gable mentioned after the Southridge game, we practice better with Braden around. But right now, he's a big boy.
Coach Gable did mention that after the Southridge game. He said in practice, it's total different practice when Braden's participating in the practice as opposed to like now he can't participate in a lot of the things because of his injury. And that's where somebody else needs to step up. And, that's the thing, I've noticed that the last couple of years with our teams is we struggle with finding somebody to be a leader on the court and off the court. We have guys that think they are or they think they're doing something right, but we just, we don't have that guy out there that gets the ball and says, okay, set up the offense, or you guard this guy, or you guard that way, or gets in somebody's face and said, come on, let's go, get going, And sometimes that's what it takes, and we just don't seem, the last couple of years we don't have that. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the persona of kids nowadays, maybe. I don't know. But we need it. We need somebody to be a leader and be able to get after the players. Sometimes, kids respond better when their peers get after them as opposed to when an adult or a coach gets after them.
Right.
So, I don't know.
Well, like I said, it is interesting. Hopefully the Cats can just right the ship and get some kind of shot of the arm to get things going again right now after now falling to 1-7 on the year right now. Looks like Coach Andy Noblet is now going to join us this evening. Andy, thanks for giving me a second chance after last night. I appreciate you coming up to join us tonight. Let's talk about tonight's game. One thing Jason and I were just talking about is that the loss is disappointing, no question about it. You obviously got things you still want to work on, but you can't be too disappointed with the effort this evening.
Well, our effort continues to lead our offense and defense. I think we're trying to do the right things. We're trying to get each other open now. I think there were times where we were too worried about where the ball was instead of trying to help our teammate try to get open. So it is a good sign that we have people that are willing to do that. As we continue through the season, we're going to have to find a way to, put the ball in the basket a few more times, but also down the stretch, learn how to win these close games that we're in, because we don't want this to continue on the fourth quarter. But if you look at the little things, first, second, and third quarter where we had opportunities, once we had a lead, to continue that lead, I think that would be something we need to eliminate some of those silly mistakes, losing people on defense, not because of effort, just because of communication, and we can continue to improve. We can cut these possessions, maybe cut 5 of those out, maybe 1 per quarter, and get an extra one in the fourth. We'll find a way to win.
And, that's the key of the game is the communication, obviously, in any sport for that matter. But, and like I said, too, and focus is another thing. 16 turnovers tonight, at least that we had.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure out there, and there was also a lot of physicality. As the score increased for us, I thought they got more physical, and we're going to have to withstand a lot of that. And that physicality is something that creates those turnovers. And, on the flip side, we aren't very aggressive defensively. We don't create a lot of steals or deflections, and we're trying to make improvements in that area. We tend to be a step slower than some people that we're playing, and because of that, we're not very aggressive, afraid to get beat on the ball, and that's something that we've got to improve here in the next 2 months.
With the, as we move on then, obviously, coming up Tuesday night is another conference contest, at least right now it's As Jason shakes his head, the street superintendent waiting for the snow to come. But right now scheduled to play Wrights on Tuesday night.
Yeah, a very athletic team too. A lot of transfers coming in from different schools to come play at Wright. So we've had to take a few guys from different scouting reports and move them over to the Wright scouting report. So, that's always a challenge as well, is making sure we know personnel in a short time. We'll practice hopefully Monday and be able to get all of that together. So it's, a challenge for the kids to make sure they stay focused, especially when we don't know exactly what's going to happen here weather-wise. But also wouldn't be a bad thing for us to get a little rest during these next 2 days and, be able to find, muster the energy. It's great. We've got a lot of games here in the second half of the season. We only played 6 before Christmas, and so that leaves us 16 to get better at.
Well, we got 5 in about an 8-day stretch here right now when you count, at least what's scheduled for now. Last night, tonight, next weekend, another double dip with Wrights in between. So
yeah, that's a tough part about the athletic director's job. You'd like to play games early so that you have time later in the year not to have to squeeze games in, especially conference games. Those mean a lot to the kids and to to all the squads that we actually match up in the conference. So it would be something that we're looking forward to. And if we can play that Wrights game, it'll be a fun time to get physical, some good players, but also a team that we can beat.
All right, well, Bart, and hopefully America will be seeing you on Tuesday night as we take on the Panthers.
Yeah, everybody hope suffer some snow over there in Huntingburg. Jason, appreciate that. Keep the streets clear for him. So
okay, very good. Well, Andy Noblet, thank you very much for joining us this evening. And again, in the final score, Jasper falls to the Princeton Tigers 58-49. The Wildcats right now, of course, as they say, weather permitting, will take on the Wrights Panthers at the JHS Gym on Tuesday night. That game is set to tip off at 8 o'clock Eastern time. And, of course, if it does play, we will have it for you Wednesday at 8 here on 18 WJTS. For Jason Stamm, Jeremy Marcos, and Andy Noblet, I'm Carey Schneider saying so long from the Princeton Community High School Gym. In the final score, Princeton Tigers 58, Jasper Wildcats 49. So long, everybody.